Lil Durk is one of the biggest artists in the rap game. Durk Derek Banks was born on October 19, 1992, in Chicago, Illinois. He grew up in the Inglewood neighborhood on the south side of Chicago, which was known for its high crime rates and gang activity. His father, Dante Banks, was sentenced to life in prison in the early 1990s for cocaine distribution and was caught with $8 million in his possession. He received a lengthy sentence after he refused to snitch on Gangsta Disciple co-founder Larry Hoover. During his absence, life was rough for Lil Durk. He was 7 months old when his father got arrested, and having food on the table was a thing in most households, especially when the breadwinner is gone. Even though Lil Durk's early life was a struggle, this may have also gave him the drive and determination to succeed. From a young age, he was interested in music and started rapping as a teenager. In the streets, he hung around the rappers Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Rondo, and others who all began to release music and make themselves relevant with the new music that was coming out of Chicago. He quickly gained a following in Chicago's hip-hop scene, performing at local shows and releasing music on the internet. In 2010, Lil Durk formed the group OTF and started taking his career more seriously. He had dropped out of school, had a kid, and joined the Black Disciples gang almost all at once. Soon after that is when his legal troubles started too, and he wound up serving time in October of 2011 due to gun charges, including possession of a firearm with a defaced serial number. He later pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of aggravated unauthorized use of a weapon, according to court records. Despite everything, he still had his debut mixtape, I'm a Hitter, released. The mixtape was raw and a little unpolished, but it had let you get to experience Chicago's South Side. It featured King Louie, Fredo Santana, and Lil Reese. He then followed this up with several more mixtapes, including Life Ain't No Joke in 2012 and Signed to the Streets in 2013, which continued to get his buzz up. At the time, Chief Keef was big and wanted to sign him, as well as French Montana, who was also looking to do something with him, but things didn't fall through. In 2013, Lil Durk signed a record deal with Def Jam Recordings. Fast forward to May 31st, 2014, Durk's cousin, rapper OTF Nunu, was murdered. Then, on March 27, 2015, OTF Chino Dollar, Durk's friend and manager, was also shot dead. After legal issues and the streets taking its toll on him, he focused on his music and released his debut studio album, Remember My Name, in 2015. It debuted at number 14 on the Billboard 200 chart. This was a definite turning point in Lil Durk's career, stamping his status in the rap game and expanded his fan base. The drill music scene was taking over in Chicago, but situations kept mounting up, and Durk would later fall out with Chief Keef, Lil Reese, and a lot of other rappers, and made diss songs calling them out. Lil Durk still continued to release hit songs and albums, including Lil Durk 2 times in 2016 before leaving Def Jam. This would be the spark of his movement that pushed Signed to the Streets, Part 3, in 2018, and Just Cause Y'all Waited 2 in 2020 as drivers for his independent career. He has collaborated with some of the top-tier artists like Nicki Minaj and Drake. He became one of those ones that was talked about as a big dog in the game after that. He had become an icon for young people in Chicago and beyond, using his platform to raise awareness of social issues and to advocate for change in his community. Often struggling and trying to do the right thing himself, he could relate to them. In June 2019, Lil Durk and King Von were arrested on attempted murder charges. According to prosecutors, the two men robbed and shot a man outside a popular Atlanta drive-in for a Jeep Cherokee and $30,000 on February 5, 2019. After weeks in jail, Durk and Von were released on $250,000 and $300,000 bonds, respectively. Then, on November 6, 2020, King Von was murdered in Atlanta, and on June 6, 2021, Durk's brother D. Thang was shot and killed outside of a Chicago nightclub. The hits, collaborations, and fame didn't mean anything, and had him shut down for a while and trying to shake off all the loss that was piling on. He himself, in the early hours of July 11, 2021, was targeted in a home invasion where he and his then-girlfriend exchanged gunfire with the suspects. Nobody was harmed, and the suspects fled the scene. A year later, in October 2022, the charges against Durk were dismissed, and as of late, the only thing that has been in the forefront sharing time with his music accomplishments is his beef with rapper NBA Youngboy, who he's been going back and forth with Durk online for some years now. Even Lil Durk's ex-girlfriend has gone at Youngboy online recently. Outside of that, Lil Durk is making moves in several industries and is established as a household name. Lil Durk has 6 kids, his father has been released from prison, and his music career isn't stopping anytime soon. He's solidified amongst his peers, fans, and probably working on his next project.